Well, I'm very excited to say that I'm here at an extremely busy IMCD stand, and joining me is Michel Faes, who is the Global Technical Manager here. Michael, fantastic to have you here. Thanks for having me down. Now, tell us a little bit about what IMCD do. I mean, you know, you're a huge globally operating company, but tell us more.
So what we do is we bring flavor solutions and functional ingredients to the market. And this basically we start from our application expertise, meaning that we bring the latest ingredient technologies, developments of our principals, our partners, as complementary solutions to our customers' R&Ds.
Right, okay. So in terms of, I suppose, the distribution process, how do you manage to use your experience, your insights and looking at the trends to help your suppliers, your manufacturers?
Voilà. So this is very important, that we have to understand the trends in the market so that we can develop tools. We call it ready-to-eat kits. And these are developed by our technicians, our technical experts that are coming from the producing food industry. Yeah. So they have not only the expertise of formulation, but also processing. What are the processing parameters to make all these functional ingredients give their final effect in the application, based of course on the needs of our customers. Yeah. Supporting them in their daily product development, innovation, reformulation in terms of health, and of course cost reduction is an important parameter.
And can you give us perhaps a couple of examples of, you know, what kind of specialty ingredients is popular at the moment?
Yeah, of course, clean label. Today we should say clear label. Yeah. So we should be very transparent to the consumers. And for that we also have developed some nice indulgent sauces. Okay. Sauces with a reduced oil content. So mayonnaise-like style. Yeah. From 70-80% of oil we go down to 30%, but at the same time we take out the eggs, so it's an egg-free solution. So it means of course that we need to tackle different challenges like the emulsification power, and this we do with the ingredient of one of our partners being the alpha-dextrin, that is providing emulsification within this type of low-fat dressings or even sauces.
Now you mentioned that you're using these specialty ingredients in a ready-to-eat format. Does that mean we're ready to eat something now? For sure. Can we try something out?
So
what have we got here?
What I will show you is two sauces where we reduce this oil content. So it's a mayo-like rheology, sensorial profile, and there we have the jumping jambalaya, as we call it, and this is basically based on the sensory, the flavor preferences of the South American market. Okay, so this is to bring ideas to the customers and to understand from them, okay, how should or how can we be innovative in our market. If we would dose, you see that this is mayo-like in terms of spreadability.
So what's the actual ingredients here that you're using?
So what is important here, if you are going to take out the oil, you will have an effect on the rheology of your formulation, on the final stability. So we have to cope with that with an alpha-dextrin. And this will really stabilize and make a very good emulsion. On top of that, we can play with starch technology, natural starch technology, clean label starch technology or not, depending again on the needs of our customers. And we can further fine-tune with certain hydrocolloids like colloidal MCC to stabilize the sauces, but also to give it a certain rheology. And this we can show, for example, with the autumn dressing. So this is the time of the year to have this type of dressing that is really developed for salad type of applications. You will see immediately that we have another type of rheology. So the flowability is different, and this is what we need on a salad application. So depending the needs of the customer's R&D, we can fine-tune and advise them on how to build in stability, how to build in body mouthfeel, but keeping the authentic flavor that they are looking for.
Right. Well, I think the flavor is key here. Should we give it a taste? May I try?
Of course. I will also do this one.
So you're really bringing together, you know, the suppliers of these ingredients together with the food manufacturers.
Because we work together with the branded suppliers. They bring branded the latest innovations on the market. So we help them to be innovative, to bring innovation to our customers.
Fantastic. I'm munching away already. Delicious. It's almost like a slightly curried sauce. It's like a curried mayonnaise. It does have a curry flavor to it. But yeah, consistency is great. And you would never know that this is, you know, low fat, because so many of the low fat alternatives, they don't taste as nice, but this is delicious. I'm going to go for another mouthful.
That's nice to hear, but that's the objectives, of course. You have here also different type of flavor technologies together, like a spicy note. We can even bring a chorizo type of note within the application. While you would compare with this sauce, the autumn type of formulation, more a dressing, you will feel it's much smoother. So to think about salad type of applications. Yes, please. What is important here is that this can also be used on col salads. This type of salad, they are high or can be high in amylase activity.
That's delicious. That's a sort of cross between like a Caesary dressing and a bit of a vinaigrette, but it's nice, quite light, very tasty. I must say.
To these prepared meals, prepared salads, often you will have breakdown of the quality of your dressing in terms of the shelf life.
Yeah.
And because here we have a starch-free solution, we can build in and keep the same high quality standards during shelf life.
Which is so important now, because it is so sad the amount of food that gets wasted because of shelf life. So it's a very topical thing. Michael, thank you so much for talking us through that. Make sure you do come down, have a chat with Michael, come down to the stand here at IMCD and find out all about the distribution of these specialty ingredients. Thank you.
Pleasure.